What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Motivated Minds Podcast. I am Coach D.
I'm DJ NS.
I'm Coach Q.
How you fellas doing this week? How's your mental health this week?
I'm good. As far as my mental health, I will put it at a 3. This week's been good. But I will say that I did have a moment of, an emotion that hit me hard. You know what I mean? I was listening to RG3 and Cam Newton on a podcast, and they were talking about Coach Prime and what he's doing for his boys, what he's doing for college football, things like that. RG3 talked about his dad. Cam Newton talked about his dad, how hard he pushed him and things like that. And then it naturally took me to my dad and made me think, okay, the good times, and about all the good times and things like that. And then it went from me being, okay, yeah. And then I had emotion where I was on the verge of tears and crying, but I just felt, it felt real again, you know what I mean? And I had that moment. That's why, I made that post, just reminding everybody to, make sure the people that's around you, let them know that you love them, you know what I mean? Especially while they're here, because it's, obviously you can't do that when they're gone. So just reminding people, make sure that people know that you love them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but other than that, I've been good. But regards to the emotion part, I didn't know where it came from. To be honest with you, me being emotional, me crying, things like that, it didn't really start happening until I had a daughter. I feel like that has something to do with it. Because this whole time, with the boys, hey, we all right, yeah, we good. Baby girl, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm soft with her. Every time I see her, she comes up to me. Now she's talking. You know what I mean? Dad, you know what I mean? So I'm a little bit more vulnerable, at this stage in my life. And I'm okay with that.
Even outside of her, though? I know I can understand.
It's not just with her.
You just saying in general
overall, now. I think because of her, I've kind of got in tune with emotions and being okay with, before it's just, okay, I feel this way, but I ain't gonna do nothing with it. You just push it to the side. But now I can live life. I can have conversations, still have that emotion with me and carry me. You know what I mean? And yeah, I've been very vulnerable, and which is, to me, it's okay. I've grown, I'm mature, I can handle communicating how I feel, you know what I mean, and which is something new to me, you know what I mean, because I have not done a good job overall past of communicating how I feel, because I didn't want people to know how I feel, you know what I mean, but now I'm okay, because that's important for people to know, you know what I mean, being real with people. You're going to be real, let them know how you feel, and communicate that, so that's definitely a step above for me.
I got you. I say I'm at a 3 as well, Had a good week, busy week, but it's been good,
Mm-hmm.
Wife's birthday coming up, so, trying to figure things out, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's that's going to be next week, you know what I'm saying? Because I got to figure this out, but it's been a good week, though, man. So next week I'll be off far as weekend-wise, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
try to come up with something nice to do with the wife. If it's just dinner, you know what I'm saying? Because she real simple. I don't have to do much, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So something, though, you know what I'm saying? And just relax,
Yeah.
But, yeah, this week was good. I give myself a 3, man.
3.
Yeah.
This week was fairly easy for me. So I'm a 3. Took Thursday and Friday off of work to do
wow.
nothing. There was
Okay.
no reason,
That's dope.
no
Yeah.
rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
Some time off.
Yeah.
Saturday, I had some games with my high school girls. They played a couple games. And then this morning, good workout, and we back in the building shooting the podcast.
Got you.
That's a good week for me.
Got you.
So busy week, but it was good, even though I had a couple days off. So it's very positive week.
Okay. I do got a question. If I can go ahead and ask. So, I've been thinking about something. I did make a post about this before, too. So, if you had 40 minutes to give a presentation, you know what I mean, without preparation, what would it be on? Or could you do it? If you can, what would it be on? If not, then, obviously that's fine. But if you have 40 minutes to give a presentation on something, and it could be anything, what would it be?
Mine's have to be music. probably DJing, 'cause I can break that down, a lot of it in 40 minutes, you know what I'm saying, and give somebody a good insight on, what I like about DJing, why I DJ, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely the music and DJing. That's probably be my, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Don't have to think about it type of stuff. Don't have to prepare. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You just throw me in a room and I'm ready for that.
You said 40 minutes?
40 minutes. That's like a whole class.
That's a lot of stuff I can do with that, though. Anything
No
I ran a
prep.
business on, I can
No
do.
prep. You know, you show up. Hey, I need you to. You got 40 minutes. I need you to hold this class.
Oh yeah, coaching coaches, uh, training. Any of the businesses I ran, like from the window washing to the pressure washing to making T-shirts, I feel like I can talk my way through anything. So even stuff I ain't done before, I think I can throw a 40-minute on and make it work, make it sound good. So
Yes, you can. Yes, you
I
can.
think I can do it with almost anything.
I'll be honest with you, I'm a little guilty of that myself. With me, being a teacher, there's been plenty of days where I didn't know what I was going to do. You know what I mean? I didn't know what the lesson was. I opened it up. Oh, that's what we doing? I know. You know what I mean? I can easily formulate a plan, and then it's almost like football. Because of football, having a game plan, we're starting here, but I know I need to get there. But for me, because I love the process of how I'm able to come up with different things to be able to get there as far as breaking things down one step at a time. So for me, one thing, I think football will be easy. You know what I mean? I can talk all day about football. Offense, defense, situational football. I think that would be the obvious. But what I would say is relationships. You know what I mean? Just thinking about my personal, professional. Just thinking about, my own experience as far as learning how to communicate, learning how to be vulnerable. You know what I mean? Learning how to sacrifice. Just things like that, and then obviously giving examples. But I think talking about relationships, I feel like I can spend a good amount of time on because I've had good relationships, bad relationships. I've learned a lot. And I'm open to sharing. So I say relationships for myself.
Okay.
It's not about
So not-
teaching. It's just for me. It's just sharing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As far as giving advice, though,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what we'll do, though, if we walking in a presentation. We
Mhm.
want to have your advice on
Try to
relationship.
inspire.
You feel like you'll be able to give some good advice on,
Mm-hmm. I
depending
was
on different
yep,
situations.
I would definitely
and-
start out with saying what's important in regards to relationships is being open and honest. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Open and honest. Where you at and where you want to be. Because I feel like a lot of times, including myself, especially in the past, that I've held on to things because I didn't want to hurt the relationship. But I think it hurts relationship because they didn't know. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's important too.
Hey, that's a
So-
good one. Okay. So each one of us, I'll say you already answered it.
Okay.
What's one thing it takes to have a successful relationship? I'm talking about with your significant other, not far as friendship, but with your woman.
Mhm.
What's one thing?
I think for me the biggest thing is definitely it's got to be trust.
Okay.
Trust. Gotta be trust. Now how you build that trust, you know what I mean? That's totally different, but you gotta have it
Yeah.
and you gotta want it. You know what I mean? So I think
And I
that's
feel with trust, you got to start with it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't trust somebody from the jump, it's hard to earn somebody's trust. Like most of the time, you're gonna trust them from the jump, and then they're gonna lose you by doing something that's disloyal, or you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
as far as getting your trust back, it's kind of out the window. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, trust is a good one. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good one because there's a lot.
Yeah.
I guess I would go with communication
Okay.
because even with trust, you need communication. So
gotta
Yep.
have communication.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with communication. You need it. You got to be able to talk. You got to be able to share with each other how you feel and what you're going through and what you need and
Mm-hmm.
what you need the other person to do and what you're willing to do. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with communication.
Now that's what I was going with too, communication. So now I gotta get my brain to going.
Okay.
But this is one I think that relationships need to have. I can't think of the right word, but we're gonna say like being fair, meaning that why should you have more than your lady, or you know what I'm saying, or your lady, you know what I'm saying? You want to be like, you want your lady to be right there, which you want to be equal. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, even if you bringing in more than income, you know what I'm saying? You still want her to feel,
Yeah.
or even if she bringing more than income, you don't want her making you feel like you're not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think like try to be equal, or you know what I'm saying? No matter what the income is on each one of y'all, you know what I'm saying? But still, like, don't never try to look at your partner as less than you. That's your partner. Y'all equal now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's one thing. Just when you can look at like at the same, like, you get what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
respect is the same. You can't be looking at your woman like, oh nah, she why you with her? You get what I'm saying? So that's one thing. If you can be, you know what I'm saying, don't never I can't think of the but I'm sure the audience will put it in the comment, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, equal, you know.
Okay.
Maybe I can add to it. Love.
Mm-hmm.
If you're coming from a place of love, you know what I mean? I don't think you're worried about what you're getting a lot of times. It's what I'm able to give you and what I'm, you know what I mean? I want you to have the best. I want you, you know, to have what you need, especially from me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? In this relationship. So I feel like love got to be in there too.
Yeah, but you got to get to that part though, right?
Well,
You can be in a relationship before you.
Mm-hmm.
got
like
love.
like for me, you can go into a relationship and it can be a brand new. But it's coming from a place of love. Not that, you know, that the intimate love part, but you know, the coming from a place like maybe fair, but love. Like
Maybe more of a caring.
it's out of love. Sure, care, yeah, care. But it's made me think about what about those people who are used to and come from toxic relationships. They're already going into it not trusting because of their past experience. You know what I mean? And sometimes the other side may not even know that. You know what I mean? How you navigate that.
But at the same time, what they're doing, they think that it's the right way to do it.
If
They don't even know
there-
that it's hurting.
There's different, what's the word? Versions of love. Different way people show love. Everybody don't show it the same. So everybody don't have the same love language,
There we go.
right?
There we go.
There's some people that need the physical. There's some people that their love language is giving, or taking. There's some that there's so many different ways you can go with that. Is when it comes to relationship, goes back to communication. You got to find out your partner's love language. Some people, like you said, your wife's not big on gifts and things. Some people are that way. Some people rather give than get anything.
Yeah.
Some people rather sit at home and just watch a movie. Some people rather just need a head massage once in a while. But then you still have some that need things.
Yeah.
So how do you decide which your love language? How do you know?
How you know what your love language is, or
How do you know what you need from that relationship?
that's a good question. How you know what you need from the relationship? I think experience helps. You know what I mean? In regards, I think upbringing helps too. You know what I mean? If you had a tough upbringing, I think it's hard to know because you didn't have it. There's certain things that you didn't have. Sometimes we don't know we needed something until we actually got it. Oh, man, I needed that. You know what I mean? I needed to hear that. Like for me, I definitely need to hear some affirmation on I'm doing something right. I need to know. You know what I mean? Like for me, I'm coachable. You know what I mean? I've grown to be that way because I always want to be better. So if you're giving me feedback on, oh yeah, you're doing a great job with that. Okay, yeah, okay, now I know. For me, it's just what you're willing to do for that person. Like I said, out of love. I want, you know, I want the best for you. So whatever I need to do.
I think for me to figure out, what I need, I think first, I think that's kind of hard in the beginning. I think you'll figure out first what's missing, and then you'll see like what you need. You know what I'm saying? You can see what you're missing and like, oh nah.
Mhm.
You know, you could be into attention. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then you may not be getting attention. Maybe not in a bad way. She could just be working a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're not getting that attention that you feel like you need. You feel what I'm saying? But you won't know until it's missing. You may start off in the beginning, she giving you all the attention because it's fresh. And now that y'all, you know, she feels she got you. Now it's back to business. She going back to work and stuff, and knowing, and then you may feel like, dang, I'm missing something. You know what I'm saying? Or you may have a relationship prior to her where she was always there. Now this one still love you the same, but it's busy though. Can't be there as much.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I think it's more so you see what you missing, then like how you were saying communication, you communicate that with the partner, and then y'all figure it out from there. You know what I'm saying? But definitely that's why communication is a big part.
Yes,
and like
sir,
you
yes,
said,
sir.
trust too. Because if she's working a lot, some people can't handle that because they don't trust it. You know what I'm saying? They may not feel, you get what I'm saying? And it
Yeah.
could be like how you said, from coming from something toxic.
Yeah.
This person can be great, but you had a toxic relationship in the past that every time she went out with her homegirl, she wilded out. So now when this one want to go out with the homegirls, you feel a certain way because you got that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and that's hard to deal with too, because it's best to try to leave that toxic back with that one and try to start fresh with the new one,
For real.
and just hope it's not. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, relationships is a challenge, man.
It is. It is.
It's a
There is
challenge.
no one way, one answer to it.
Yeah.
It's what y'all building on. I feel
Mhm.
like. But in regards to trust, but how do you gain trust? How do you build on trust? I mean, like how do you get there to where that maybe they didn't have it in the past and they're going into it not sure. Man, can I trust this person? But I think I can, but I've been hurt before. You know what I mean? How do you get to that place to where you're building trust? What do you do?
Well, I think if you don't start with it, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying in the beginning, I don't
Mhm.
think it's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of like,
It's got to be a fresh start, no
yeah,
matter what.
and then you gotta kind of trust the situation. You know what I'm saying? And then if they mess up, but you can't be looking for them to mess up either, though.
Can't be
But
looking
then,
for it.
you know what I'm saying? You gotta just try to be positive, and then time you'll know like, oh yeah, I can trust this person.
Yeah.
Yeah, this person. People do stuff for you. You can know when you can trust them or not. And that's the challenge though in relationships. It's hard to figure out if you can trust a significant other, like somebody you dating just off the back like that. It's definitely gonna take time. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, she cool and she seem honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But whole time the ex probably hitting her up. Only time will tell on that one. I feel like.
Okay.
Far as
I think part of it is too knowing yourself and having confidence in yourself and being
definitely
okay with who you are.
Definitely.
Because if you don't feel like you deserve that person, then you gonna really think they doing something that they shouldn't be doing, and they not. So I
Yep.
think that's part of it too.
Yep.
I got a confession. I mean, since this is more of a being vulnerable, being open, you know what I mean? Letting people in on who we really are inside and things like that. And as far as my growth, I would say for me, growing up, I felt like I'm going to be myself. If it don't fit, then it don't fit, then you ain't for me. And I feel like it's kind of selfish in a way because I'm not willing to do anything. I'm not willing to change anything. I'm not necessarily change, but just make an adjustment because of that person. That people have certain needs. You said love language. They have a love language, and maybe you're not used to telling people certain things or giving certain things, but that's what they need.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad thing, but that's how they feel loved, and that's my confessions. I've and especially in the past have not paid attention to that. That they need that. This is who I am. If it don't fit, then it's kind of your fault. That's wrong to me. Now I feel like it's wrong. Before I did never feel like, hey, fit in where you fit in.
Yeah.
I mean, that's selfish, but I've learned that, okay, well, you need to really pay attention to what that other person needs. You know what I mean? as personal, professional, pay attention to what people are needing. So that's just my confession.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's part of my growth.
No, definitely, definitely. We all learn in these relationships, and man, it's good times, it's bad times. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. If you can weather the storms, you know what I'm saying, then you meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Especially
key
like a
too.
financial storm. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
That's
y'all
key
can
too.
hold each other down and weather that.
Yeah.
That's big. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I like being in a relationship. Me and my woman been together since we was real young. So I know if we was to split up, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it would be. Because being with her so long, I forgot how to cook. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things I can't do as well.
I understand that. I understand that.
Yeah, like when she go on trips and stuff for so long, me and Lil Neil like, when you coming back? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my confession.
Been so long.
I'm so needy, yeah. When it comes to my wife, I'm so needy, man. So
See, I'm a little opposite. I'm
yeah.
okay being by myself.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And having that space. Because for me, I think we talked about this in one of our first few episodes. Like, I need time to myself to reflect. And I can't feel like I'm crowded. You know what I mean? I need time. I need quiet time. The way I can hear myself and really figure out what I need in order to move on. Because if I'm getting overloaded, it's going to be a little bit tough. I'm not going to be thinking clearly. So I definitely need time and I need space. Not the whole time, but you know what I mean? Just, I do need time for myself as well.
We are a little different at that.
Yeah.
See, I'm more like Neil. I need my wife around. Now, when we say space, I mean you can sit on that couch and I'm gonna sit on this couch, but
Good.
that's that's the space.
Yeah.
She was available. I would have asked her to come with me tonight. Come over here and kick it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely.
Yeah, that space thing is a little different. It's
Yeah.
especially when you're not used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been married for a while now. I've been with my wife since 2004.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm not used to space and freedom.
Okay. And that's probably why, because it's been so long where I've been by myself. I know how to operate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when you get into a relationship where it ain't just you, it's hard to make that adjustment. So you got to figure out the balance of time and how much space. To where, because sometimes I might take that space, and the other person might be affected by that. Hold on, what about me? I'm not used to that. You know what I mean? So that can be difficult too. But just being honest with it, I definitely need that.
Shoot, even if my wife goes somewhere, I'm a couple hours like, hey, so how's it going? You feel like you're ready to come home yet?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that the crazy part is, like, a lot of people are like, oh, that come from not being secure. No, I just want my wife home.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.
I ain't got nothing else to do with nothing else.
Understand
You
that.
coming home, so
Yeah.
it's 9 o'clock. You coming home so I can go to bed because I can't sleep.
Yeah.
Relationships, man.
Not easy.
But it's not even just your personal relationships that aren't easy. Even the business side, even the non-significant other side, like all those relationships can get tough,
Mm-hmm.
especially without the things we talked about, communication, trust, and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do I we can go back to it again. How do I make somebody a friend? How do I like, that's a relationship that we gotta build to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And again, I go back to it. I like Neil. I call Neil my brother. Yes, I have brothers. I have biological brothers. But the relationship me and Neil built is nothing but love.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing else there but love. So I gotta call him my brother. When you can trust somebody with your kids, when you can trust somebody with your kids in another country,
For real.
they gotta be family.
Yeah.
It's different relationships, but then you got relationships where people that you like, man, we can be friends from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I don't need to invite you to my house. I don't need you to. I don't need to tell you every time we having a birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
Do you? I do me. We still friends. We still associate with each other. We still socialize.
Yeah.
That's it. And as we're talking about friends, my brother, my best friend, Will, is coming back to the States in February.
Okay.
My man been overseas for the last 8 years, something like that.
Where you at?
Now he's in Italy.
Italy. Okay.
So he's finally moving back stateside.
Home sweet home.
Yeah, man. That's the home.
Yeah.
It's been tough.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he's been in Korea, he's Italy, he's been moving around Germany.
Okay.
And then deployments on top of that, being in the military. So
Mhm.
finally coming back stateside is
Okay.
it's a great feeling, bro. Like this, the dude the first day I met him in the military, he said, "Hey, I'm going on deployment. You want to keep my car?" Yeah, I'll keep your car. Take care of your car for you.
Yeah.
From that point on, we've been friends.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Day one.
Day one.
Where's he from? Los Angeles, California area?
No, he's
or-
from Georgia.
Georgia. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, he from Georgia. His family's from Georgia. But it was weird. Like, you don't meet people and like instantly connect.
Yeah.
Like it's rare.
Yeah.
Like really, how many people can you say that you connected with and from day one
Yeah.
and y'all been tight from that point on? We ain't never had an argument. We ain't never had a falling out. We ain't never had to fight. We ain't nothing. It's always been good. Always been respect and love.
I think that means you coming from the same place. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Very similar places. We all both had that understanding. I feel like, yeah, I agree with that. That's special. Honest with you, that's special.
Yeah.
I know it felt good though to come back. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm sure he been experiencing a lot of nice times too, being able to travel, see different parts of the world, but it's nothing like home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like home.
man.
Nothing like the food we used to eating.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That and I mean being away. He has his daughter and his wife with him.
Okay, that's
But
good.
That's it.
Yeah.
You don't get many times to
Yeah.
come back and see friends
Mhm.
and family and mom and dad and
Mhm.
auntie and uncle and like you don't get that much.
Yeah. Yep.
So
And when you places like that, like international, you be surprised, like the people you start missing and the things you start missing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how you said uncles and, you know, of course, you know, you're going to miss moms. If you got kids, you're going to miss your kids. You know what I'm saying? But then
Yeah.
you be like, man, I miss my brother. You know what I'm saying? Or you miss, you know, my cousin, I miss, because you can't call as much as you used to. You know what I'm saying? Stuff
Right.
like that.
Right.
So, yeah, man. I was gone 6 months before. I told y'all before, you know, in Trinidad, visiting Pops, and
Yeah.
man, like I was missing, like, Pizza Hut, you know, because they didn't have none of that small, simple stuff. You just, certain TV shows I wasn't able to see, like, you know, that I was used to watching, Fresh Prince and stuff. I couldn't find it nowhere out there, you know, certain things like
Yeah,
that, man.
yeah,
So you be
yeah.
surprised what you end up missing when it's not, you know. What they say when you don't realize it till it's gone type of
Yeah,
stuff. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? And once you
Yeah.
be like, man, I really liked it that, you know.
you said you was over there for 6 months.
6 months, yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
What is it like over there?
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. You know, it's the islands, the West Indies, the Caribbean, so weather's perfect the whole time. You know,
Mhm.
like it seemed like it was a nice summer, you know what I'm saying, all year. I was there from November to May. So I was there from like most of the winter to before even the summer started, you know. They do a lot of celebrating. My favorite time of the year out there was Easter. It's a nice celebration on the beach, man. The vibe, the energy is nice.
Yeah.
So Easter was my. Everybody like to go for Carnival because it's a big celebration,
Yeah.
party, dancing.
Carnival.
Yeah, Carnival is big
that's
out
big.
there. But I like Easter though. The vibe is it's more like a big barbecue.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's on the beach and you could just go walk around and everybody offering you foods and drinks and Carnival is more it's
Party.
going. It's party, 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 party.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like the Easter part though. I like the barbecue style. You know what I'm saying? Where you can play some dominoes, where you got people playing cards, you got people still partying, dancing, but it's more family.
Okay.
You leave the kids home at Carnival, but you bring
Mhm.
the kids on Easter type of stuff.
Gotcha.
So it's a whole different, but it's dope,
Okay.
man. I like it. People dope, man. So friendly out there. Everybody is like, especially when they hear your accent, knowing you from America, or they want to feed you. You gotta try my cooking. You gotta try this. So that's what I
Yeah.
liked about it, man. Everybody was real cool,
Yeah.
real friendly. But I was kind of nervous going, because I knew that I wasn't coming right back. It wasn't like I'm going for a week. I knew I was gonna spend 6 months out there, so I was like, oh man, what it's gonna be like, Nice, man. Nice. Just was missing the things we get accustomed to back here, family, food, TV shows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Certain music, I love their music, but I was missing ours. You know what I'm saying?
So did you take your family there yet, or?
Nah, they haven't
yeah?
been yet. Nope.
Okay.
Only been once myself.
Okay.
Just once, yeah. So that was before the kid, you know what I'm
Okay,
saying, and
gotcha.
the wife,
Gotcha.
But that's what brought me to Arizona. When I left Trinidad, I didn't want to go back to mom's. You know what I'm saying? My brother was out here in Arizona. So
Gotcha.
come out here. So that's what brought me to AZ, going to Trinidad. And shortly after that, met Brittany. But I do got to take them, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's one thing I did notice about AZ. There's a lot of people from somewhere else,
Mhm.
and how they got to AZ, just for a lot of different reasons. So, what about you? What brought you to AZ?
So I was stationed in Washington State, and I'm not good with snow.
Mhm.
Like that just don't do. My body don't agree with snow, and I don't like driving in it. But my body just don't agree with it.
Okay.
So our idea was we're gonna move down south, and we're gonna be close to home as possible. Home is California. Arizona's close to home as I wanted to get, and just how much things cost in Arizona was a lot better than California. So we chose Arizona, and we love it. We've been here since 2008,
Okay.
2009, 2008, yeah.
Gotcha.
So just moving from one extreme to the other, the snow to the heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was our move. Family decision. Yeah, it was just good for us to get out of the snow, get out of the cold. I don't think we even really visit cold right now. Like I don't remember last time
No,
I've
we're
been.
not going to the cold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think
No.
I really go to the cold right now. So
No.
Arizona, when it gets cold in Arizona, that's good enough for me.
Yeah. For real.
So yeah, that's what brought me to Arizona. What about you?
For me, I'm coming from San Diego. That's where I went to school. I went to San Diego State. But what really brought me here, I think we visited a couple times. We were already out here. But for me, I was in South Dakota. I left San Diego to go to South Dakota to go play football. I wasn't gonna play at first, but I just wanted to just give it a shot because I won't have no other opportunity to continue to play. So let me just go ahead and just see what happens, right? So I go out there to South Dakota just to go play some indoor football, get some film, and right before, so I have practice for the week, and then we play on Friday. So that Thursday we have practice. Coach tells me, "Hey, you starting tomorrow." All right, my mindset. Just not long after I got home, I got a phone call. Dad has seizure. I gotta go. You know what I mean? So I left, didn't look back, because at that point I'm like, if I was, across the country somewhere and something happened to anybody in my family, I'm not able to make it and to be there for them, it would eat me up. You know what I mean? I just knew I need to be around my family no matter what. So that just, for me, I felt like it was a sign. So, I went back home. I ended up going back to San Diego pretty much just to get my stuff and whatnot. But, when mama said, I'm moving to Arizona, I'm coming too. You know what I mean? So, but for me, coming from where the beach, California, at nighttime, you get that ocean breeze, but you come here to Arizona, it's hot, but it don't necessarily get cooler at night. You don't get the ocean breeze. It's 8 o'clock and it's still hot. You know what I mean? For me, that was a little bit of a shock.
Yeah.
When is it gonna get cool? But then when winter hit, this is nice. This is winter. So yeah, it was a little bit of shock at first, but I definitely enjoyed it though. Yeah, I enjoy Arizona.
Coach D, out of your family, you the first one to move to Arizona?
Yes, sir.
Okay, got you.
Yep, I was the first one out here. Everybody came to visit a little bit here and there. My brother Darcel came to live with us for a little bit, couple months. Quincy came down for a few weeks here and there.
So you didn't have nobody out here though?
No, it was just
Okay.
me and my wife and Junior.
Okay.
Just the three of us. Yep. So it was just three of us here, and it was good though.
Yeah.
It was a new start, so we didn't really have time to miss stuff because we're starting over everything. Looking for jobs, looking for schooling. The crazy part is we found the house we moved into when we first got here. We found online. This house was huge. I mean, it's 5 bedrooms, over 4,000 square feet, but it was all the way out in Santan Valley. And so when we moved out there, we were like, it's a nice house, a lot of space for 3 of us. This ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
So we moved from Santan Valley to Tolleson. And we went from the 4,000 square foot house to like a 1,700 square foot house. And then when we get to the 1,700 square foot house, then all the family come down and start moving in. So now we in a little house. Everybody living in a little house.
We all there. We
all
all there.
packed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We was packed in.
Yeah, we was in there.
Yeah, so we moved from Tolleson. And then since everybody's with us, I was like, you know what? Let's just find a little bit bigger house. Let's look around. And then the prices in Maricopa was right. So we found a place in Maricopa, another big house, but everybody's there, so now we got room. So we in Maricopa, and we loved it, and we just stayed. We stayed in Maricopa for a few years until junior high school year. We decided to send him to a big high school out here in Chandler area. So, but Maricopa was good to us.
Yeah.
It's good for what it was at the time we moved there. It's growing fast now. Growing too fast.
Really fast.
Yeah.
It's I don't know how many people been in Cali, but it's like Antelope Valley, Lancaster, Palmdale area. It was small at one point, and it just grew faster than it should have. And then it's not as nice as it was. And I think Maricopa's headed that way. They're going to have to fight it, though.
Yeah.
They're going to have to fight it from getting bad. Because what you got? You guys got how many apartment complexes out there now? 3? 4?
Hey, look,
I know they got the apartment, but then they got like they're like apartment homes too. They kind of look like homes, but they apartments. You know what I'm saying? So they got those as well. But I don't think that's really what. Of course, it's gonna bring traffic, but I don't think it'll bring the craziness.
It's gonna bring
I
more.
think you know what I think with the craziness.
What's that?
Unfortunately, it's the youth, because when I first moved out there, I want to say Neil was in the 2nd or 3rd grade, right? Maricopa was beautiful. I'm not shitting on our youth, but it's a lot of them that's not really, you know what I'm saying? That's messing it up. You know what I'm saying? So it's those same ones that was in the second and third grade. Cause I'll be like, man, remember Dad? He was in my third grade class. Damn, that's how you acting now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then it make me proud as a father that I look at my son, his pants on his butt. You get what I'm saying? But it's unfortunately all our little ones that was on a soccer field and playing basketball, they's the ones that they older now and they wilding out, bro. I'm not even necessarily thinking it's all the new people. It's these younger kids. They growing up and they wilding out. They not around us. Well, we can be putting our feet in their butt like, yo, what you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pull your pants up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. And that's what I'm starting to notice, because when I'm out and about and I see like little kids moving a certain way, I'll be like, dang, look at that. And they're like, yeah, he went to school with me. You know what I'm saying? It messed my mind up like, dang, that's what's really going on when I hear about shootings out there in Maricopa here and there now. You get what I'm saying? I hear about people pulling out guns, fights, like we was at the last football game that Neil DJ, somebody pulled out a gun at. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff, which we wasn't hearing about, you know what I'm saying, when they were 6, but now they 16, 17. Believe it or not, it's them that's wilding out, man.
Gotcha.
It's them that's wilding out. They done got older, and I don't know what's happening. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they wilding out, bro. You know. And the only way I know, because Neil is their age, and when I bring it up, he's like, yeah. Or when he say he know that person, oh yeah, I heard about this. Yeah, that's the kid that did this. They went to this. Like, wow. You get what I'm saying? But everybody keeps saying, yo, it's the people moving in. It's these kids, man. They wilding out. You know, the same ones that we was coaching and stuff like that. They wilding out now.
They in their own apartments.
Not all of them.
They in their own apartments.
I don't even think they got an apartment yet. They
we
still
talking
at
about
mom's house wilding out. Yeah, they still at mom's house wilding out. I'm telling you, go to apartments, they quiet. It's older people.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I'm joking on that. But I really think it's the youth growing up and wilding out. They don't have, fellas like us on top of them.
Holding them accountable.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they doing it all, man. Selling drugs, doing drugs. And these is the little kids that we seen at the middle schools. That, you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They not, unfortunately. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's sad, bro. Because when I see it like that, and then my son will tell me like, yo, that's Whoopi. He was in my third grade class. He was in my second. He was on my basketball team.
Do you think part of the issues with these kids is being in Maricopa and not having anything to do? Like, there's nothing for them kids to do but go to the movies. Like, Ultra Star is the only thing for them. They can't get out of town. Ain't no buses to leave town to go nowhere else. Ain't no city bus to jump on a bus and go to another town and do something.
You're right. Because one thing about Maricopa, I feel, is real big on sports. But outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not really an athlete, what are you going to do really out there? You get what I'm saying? It's plenty of stuff to do for athletes. You get what I'm saying? But if you're not an athlete, real talk, you could be right. Growing up, we had malls we can go to with our friends. You know what I'm saying? Go walk the mall.
Yeah.
That was natural exercise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I mean, we had go-kart spots in town.
Yeah, you're right.
We had miniature golf down the street.
Mm-hmm.
You got bowling. You got skate rinks.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have that. They don't have it.
Yeah.
I've heard kids getting kicked out of the bowling alley because whatever they were cussing or whatever the reason is. Being a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now what do I do? I got kicked out of the only place that we can hang out.
Parks is what's left. Now they hang out at the park.
Now we gotta find something fun to do. And that fun is not always gonna be legal. That fun ain't gonna be beneficial to people that don't know what's going on.
I would say also to add to it, the parent support.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just me as a coach, there's been a lot of times where I can understand, parents are busy or whatnot, but you see a kid get dropped off, a lot of different ages practice, whatnot, and they take off. You know what I mean? And you don't see the support from the side. Like, okay, well, here, go to practice, and then also they're putting kids in sports to be busy, you know, and the kids don't really care about playing that sport. Sign me up for this. You know what I mean? And they don't fall in love with football, basketball, whatever sport that is. It's just they realize, okay, well, they only put me in this to get me out of the house. You know what I mean? So how do
That
the
and half
parent
of them
support is
just
tough?
they want a free babysitter,
Yeah.
inexpensive babysitter.
Mhm.
I pay $65 for basketball for the summer, and my kid has a place to go 2 hours a day, an hour and a half a day, 2 to 3 days a week, and I can just drop him off and go shopping.
Mm-hmm.
I can drop him off and go get my nails done. I can drop him off and go work on my car, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
That's what the sports are for in Maricopa for the most part, and other cities too.
Sure. Yeah.
But we know Maricopa, so that's why we mention Maricopa.
It used to be a thing for me to go to practice, whether it's mom or pops there. You know what I mean? It's for us a way to bond even more. You know what I mean? The ride there, talking about what we're gonna do. You know what I mean? The ride back, how was practice? You know, actually being there. You know, going through it, and you hear from the sideline, "You go, boy." You know, I always heard that from you go game day practice. You know, always the support, and I feel like maybe they should be doing more things together. You know, the kids and the
Yeah,
parents.
but
But how
that's partially the phones part issue.
phones
Everybody's on their phones.
in the
So
same room?
after a game,
Yeah,
mom is driving, dad is driving, the kid is in the backseat on the
on the
phone.
phone.
At the game, your parents are trying to record. They more focused on recording so they can get you some film than appreciating what's going on the field.
I feel you.
That's true. That's true too.
I feel
How
you.
can you so focus on getting the video and not messing up the video to yell at your kid and tell them I'm here for you, good job. Instead, you're
Yeah.
I got it.
I'm on the phone. I got it.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
I mean, I feel like especially if the kid is under 18, you know, the parent got to be held some responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, what you were saying, definitely need things to do. You know, that's why it's super dope with the Action Sports Youth Academy, right? Giving kids something to do on Sunday for free. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Meeting other kids. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that we need more things like that, and as well, the parents as well. You know what I'm saying? Like we all watch our kids, and we know when they. You know what I'm saying? If you're not straightening them out, they're gonna be loose. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
If Neil's out there doing something, y'all should look at me first. Like, yo, what you doing, bro? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Neil out there stealing. You allowing that? You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I should already have that under control. That should never happen. So it starts with the parent,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
How we teaching the kid, what we teaching them, you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. So yeah, we definitely gotta help them reliable as well on why the youth is acting out. Now, not all of them have guys like us in their lives. You know what I'm saying? Now that's the challenge. You know what I'm saying? But some of them do have parents that's really just letting them goon in a sense.
But that's why I appreciate you even bring that up about the action sports, you know, because we're out there every Sunday. And for me, you've been out there you haven't missed at all. I know I've missed. There was a time I missed, but you know, as of lately, I'm there now. And to know that that's always there, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
If it's about okay, give my kids something to do, okay, because it's not just about the workout, the training.
Mhm.
You know, we're having conversations too.
Mhm.
You know, it's a time for us to kind of bond and share. I mean, it's bigger than just sports. You know, we care about the kids' livelihood, and it's not even just the kids, because adults come out too. It's about community, really. It's about community, and that's
We had 3 today, 3 adults today. So yeah, we'll be out there next week.
Okay.
What time you guys? We 8:30. Okay, we'll be there.
yeah.
Your first day? Your first time out there?
We had a parent. We got 2 parents that walk by. They walk in the mornings.
Okay. And they
And
joined?
so they saw us this morning. They were walking by towards the end.
Mhm.
So they saw us this morning. They were like, "Hey, can we bring our son?" I was like, "Yeah." "Can we work out?" "Yeah."
Yeah.
Please
We
do.
out here with them too.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell these kids to do something I'm not gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got parents that they gonna bring their kids next week.
Mm-hmm.
We got another guy out there with his little kids,
Mm-hmm.
and he just watching. I mean, of course, a lot of people want to watch first
Yeah.
to see what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's how I started
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah.
I was like, let me help out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So he watched for a little bit, and he was like, "Man, I like what you guys are doing."
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "What- and you guys are out here every." So he asked the questions, and he'll be out there next week.
Got you. Okay.
So it's a sight to behold to see what we're doing with the kids and with the little bit that we have.
Mm-hmm.
We don't ask for donations. We don't spend. There's no money involved.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's free.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is paid for. So it's good. It's a good look for the community to say, "Hey, look, we got these men in our community that's willing to give their time, their experience, their knowledge to these kids for free, and not expect anything back." That's what the community has to understand that they need to get in on.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want the city to give us nothing.
Mm-hmm.
We don't ask for people to recognize us as whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All we want is to give back to the community, give back to these kids, and give these parents a place to be with their kid and work with their kid, and give these parents something to talk about with their kids, and give these kids what it really, so they can see what it really looks like to be in a family type environment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no judgment, just like this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There's no judgment. You say what you want. You move how you want. Be you. What else
Right.
can you ask for?
Right. And it's not like, you're out there and let's say you're doing something, oh, man, it's a little difficult. I'm kind of going through it. You take a break, you stop. That's okay. Even me, myself, I stopped a couple times because, hey, man, it's been a while. It's been a minute. You know what I mean? I'm heavier than what I used to be. But I'm going to keep going. The support's always there.
Yeah, a lot of
You know what I mean?
support.
We're out there together.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing this together. So for me, even personally, like I do it because it's something for me. For one, it sets you up for the week. You know what I mean? It's because it's not easy. Cause a lot of workouts we do, it's not easy. So to say, man, this is the hardest thing that I'm going to do for the week, because there's nothing else in the week that's going to require me to do, the things that we're out there doing, and the challenges that's out there for us. Like, for example, we did jumping jacks. 5 minutes straight jumping jacks. 5 minutes.
That's a warm up.
You doing jumping jacks? Oh, this is easy. I said, I was so confident. How you want me to do? You want me to do the football ones? Jumping jacks. All right. I started doing them circles. I started breathing. Oh, my legs are feeling heavy. Oh. So my pace went from, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yes, the simple, so simple, but anything that you do and you're pushing yourself, I mean, you're going to get work out of. You know what I mean? So I'm proud that I was able just to maintain and go through it. Ain't nobody got on me for, struggling doing jumping jacks. It's fine. It's okay to struggle. You should struggle. Anytime you work out, you're supposed to struggle, because if you don't struggle, you're not going to get better. So, but yeah. Like you said, judgment free. Come out, get some work done. Come out, and if you're not going to get some work, we're fellowshipping.
Yeah,
We're
meet
out
some
here.
people. Yep.
Yeah. So
It's always
I think
good
it's
conversation.
all the way
Yeah.
around. All the way
A lot
around.
of cool people out there, cool kids and adults. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely a great place. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. There's no expectations. There's no affiliations. We're not connected to no schools. We're
No
not
schools.
connected to no club teams. We're not connected to anybody. So that means it's free for anyone who wants to come. I don't care if you go to the high school, the middle school, charter school. You don't go to school. You homeschool. Everybody's up, can come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's the good part about it. Everybody's welcome.
Yeah.
He said, "You've been out there.
Mm-hmm.
Your son's been out there.
Mm-hmm.
You brought family out there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
You brought family from Tucson.
Tucson, yep. Whenever my nephew come visit, you know what I'm saying, from LA, we bring
Yeah.
him out there, you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, I had my brother-in-law from Tucson come work out. His wife came
Yeah.
another time. Yeah, man, they love it too, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
They kick their butt, but they love it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, they both, him and his wife, were athletes, you know what I'm saying, in high school and growing up, you know what I'm saying? So they got to see, like, wow, this is some, because they know what good workouts is. So when they come and see, that's like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
really working you out here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, come back, you know what I'm saying? And they
Yeah.
enjoy it, you know? So yeah, man, it's a great place, especially if you in Maricopa and you don't know anybody, you want to get to know some people, come out there. It's a lot of great people, you know what I'm saying? Got kids that want to get to meet some cool kids and friends, you know what I'm saying? That's a good place to start as well, you know?
Especially with the kids, like even the young ones, like when my boys are out there, you know, they'll start working out with us, but then they go play the playground.
Yeah.
And then the other kids will go in, and now the kids are playing at the playground, you know, just
Yeah,
enjoying
yeah.
each other. Yeah, that's big. People out there fishing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We might do a jog or a walk around the lake. I mean, come on. Sunday morning at the park.
And the weather's
Can't
getting
beat
right
that.
right now.
And the weather,
Yeah.
yeah, come on.
We got good weather right now, and it's getting better. So, love it. We build relationships.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy part. That's this whole topic today was relationship.
Relationships.
We out here building relationships with the kids, with the community.
Community.
And the crazy part is, y'all remember they tried to get us out of there at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The city didn't like what we were doing. They thought we were charging kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to explain to some people, like, look, there's no money. There's no money involved in this whatsoever. There's never been a dime asked for. There's never been a dime donated. Nothing.
Yeah, we're out here because we want to be out here, and if anybody want to join us while we're out here, that's fine.
The coaches, if the coaches want to give money, they do it.
Yeah.
Coaches want to bring a case of water, that's what they do. If coaches want to bring some tacos, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Because we've had food out there. We've had Gatorade. We've had water. We've had DJ Neil out there. We had DJ NS out there. We had giveaways, raffles. We've done it all.
For real.
And all in fun and all for free.
Yeah. Actually, that's where me and you met at.
Yeah.
At Action Sports.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's where I met you at, you know? Yep. So yeah, it's definitely, you know,
Yeah.
a dope organization, you know, Pecana Park every Sunday,
Every
8
Sunday.
a.m.
8:30.
8:30?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
8:30 a.m.
Give y'all a little time to sleep in.
Yeah. Coach there at 8, though.
Yeah.
You know, Coach there at 8, I'm
I'll
sure.
be there early, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know, you know, there's, you know, a good amount of people that do go to church in the morning, and some people wish they could make it at that time. And I'll be honest with you, if that's the case and you really wanted to come, we will. I'm willing to open it up another time.
Yeah.
Be able to, you know, allow people to come out and
Yeah.
enjoy
Mhm.
each other. So that's just more so of just letting us know. I'm open to that for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Gotcha.
Definitely. Man, another great episode.
Yes, sir, man.
For real.
Talked about, like you said, friendship, relationships, brotherhoods, relationships. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this
For
was
real.
dope, man. It definitely was needed. You know what I'm saying? Always enjoy chopping it up with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's always,
Every time.
yeah, like, you know, leave here learning something. You know what I'm saying? Learn something new about y'all. Learn something new about myself. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? A lot of
Yeah.
things, you know. So I think it's dope when we get together. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Yeah. And
Make this happen, you know.
yeah.
Definitely, I know the audience enjoying it too. I have people tell me, you know what I'm saying? They like what we talk about, you know. They actually want to come pull up. So I told them, we'll see what's up. You know what I'm saying? People like what we doing, though, definitely. So
Yeah.
if y'all didn't know, they've been telling me, you know what I'm saying?
Jump in the comments and let us know.
Yeah, jump in the comments so y'all can tell them what y'all been telling me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man. You already know it's another episode of Motivated Mind Podcast.
Yeah.
DJ NS.
Coach Q.
Coach D.
We appreciate everybody, man. We appreciate all the love, friendships, and love and love and love.
Love.
And with that, love, y'all. Peace.
Peace.